AITA because I didn't stay at my own wedding reception after my SIL had a tantrum? Some short background: I, 27F, am from the UK while my husband, 38M, is from the US. We've been doing long distance for 2 years at this point where he comes to visit and we were saving up for me to visit there, but it's expensive and my son has school, which if you've been on holiday in term time you know it's 1,000 times more expensive than not. I've met my in-laws over video calls but not in person until a week before my actually wedding, whereas ID met my husband at least 10 times in them 2 years of us dating, him staying with me 2 weeks or longer each time. When I got to America and we finally met the family, it was hard because they claimed they wanted to get to know me so many times but none of them actually tried to make conversation with me. They didn't ask questions and they were all talking about things I had no idea on, as it was sports or something I couldn't even try to engage in, like reliving memories I couldn't really comment on other than, "That sounds awesome," or "That's great," but they kept claiming they so wanted to get to know me. And me going outside every now and then to get a breather from awkward social situations, having severe anxiety, was them being unable to get to know me. I felt ignored and invisible. The wedding day itself went great. We got ready, got married and started partying, kind of, again same situation, no one spoke to me. The only people who actually had conversations with me were my friends, and we went outside together while she had a smoke because I didn't want to be alone. Me and my husband spent most of our time together and around 8 p.m. my friend left. No one was speaking to me and my husband much at that point. 9 p.m. rolls around and I get out of my dress and start trying to pack things up, so then there wasn't much that needed to be done at the end of the night. Well, that's when SIL, 48F, realizes we're leaving and my husband is currently playing with my son, who is 5 years old, and his cousin too preoccupied to hear his sister scream at me asking if we're leaving, like she was in severe shock. She screamed at me 3 times until she then stormed out and well threw a tantrum. My husband tried to go and calm her but that didn't work and she continued cried when I let my husband know that the Uber is here and we gotta go. I was exhausted and extremely annoyed at this point. After being screamed at and completely exhausted, I just wanted to leave, so I shouted to my husband that I'm leaving with or without him. I know wasn't my brightest moment, but I was tired, especially with my body clock not changing either. We left and now his sister is mad, her husband is mad and decided the wedding video he took of us. He said we can't have because I was immature for not staying a little longer when I saw SIL was upset. I do understand her being upset, but at the same time, could she not have pulled us aside and had a civil conversation with us rather than screaming at me and throwing a tantrum like a child?